Welcome to week 1 in how to create your character. As you can see, the topic we'll first be addressing is a unique person. But before we get into that, I want to give a quick overview of the next 15 weeks that we'll be together. How to create your character is going to go in 3 main stages. First, we're going to talk about why bother. I mean, you're going to have to do some thinking and some feeling and some doing here. And that takes hard work. So you need to know, why do I even want to bother to create my own character? Once done that, then we'll move on to the how-to, which will be 9 weeks. And this will have 3 subsections. First, how to create your character. Second, how to create your story. And third, how to create your lesson. And then finally, we'll conclude with what this is all for. If you're going to create this character, you know why you're supposed to do it, how to do it, but then what for? What is the end? What is the purpose of this all? So we'll need to take a look at that as well. And you can notice here in the picture of a unique person, everybody in this picture is a ducky. And that's good. But there's one ducky that stands out uniquely. And this is a simple picture of the importance of being human. You still want to be human. You don't want to stop being human so that you can be different than everybody else, right? So you want to be a human being like the ducky, but have your own unique flavor. And this video series is about how to achieve this. It's an internal creation. You must create a character for yourself, a story, and then a lesson. That's how you make yourself the ducky that stands out. So how then to fit in? And this is one of the great mysteries of humanity. The tough thing though is you can't really see yourself very well, and the character you're supposed to play, and the story you're supposed to live, and the lesson you're supposed to leave. So one of the best places to start is to look at the world around you. So if you look at creation, you'll see an expansive stage. You've got the woods that just seem to be endless. They go on, and there's all these growing things. You've got the waters and the sky, which are even a bigger stage, where we can ride the waves and fly through the air. Then you've got the earth itself, which is even more massive. And if you zoom out even farther, you have the universe. And look at the expanse that this is. It's hard to even fathom how enormous this stage actually is. But if you look at these pictures again, you'll realize the stage isn't simply expansive, it's also empty. When you look at the woods, you're waiting for something to happen. There's all this potential there, all this growing, all this life, but something's missing. In the emptiness of the sky and the sea, there's so much readiness there, but something is not present. There's an emptiness when we look at these vast voids, this stage that is so huge, and it's really a feeling of expectation. All of creation is looking and waiting for what? A character with a story to leave a lesson. It's all about you. The world is built for you to step onto this stage that we call life and put on a show. But to do that, you need the character, you need the story, and you need the lesson to leave. So this huge stage, how do you fit into the big stage? Well, we can look at history and see those who've done it. Those who fit onto the big stage and left their mark, well, they created a big character. They created a big story, and they created a big lesson. If you think about the individuals in your life that have been impactful, they have all of these 3 things. They're a memorable character, and when you get to know them, they have this amazing provocative story, but behind all that, there's this lesson that sticks with you, something you can learn from them, something valuable. And that's the point of this entire creative process, to leave a lesson that continues generationally beyond your years. So when you have that big story, character, and lesson, you realize that you don't want to even look at the stage anymore. You belong on the stage. This is where you belong. Why? Because the world needs to experience your character. The world needs to get involved in your story, and they definitely need the lesson that you have to give. So that is how you fit in. You become like what is around you, but you become unique in your character, your story, and your lesson. So you fit in by creating that unique character, story, and lesson that belongs on the stage. That's a key point. You have to really believe that what you're creating from inside of yourself, it belongs in this world. It's important. And that's what makes you distinctive in the eyes of others. So although this is nice to talk through, we need to make it applicable and somewhat concrete in how we go about this. So week 1, the project is to describe how you are unique. So you can do this in a number of ways. You can answer by creating a list, a picture, a song, a story, or any other expression. You have total freedom in how you go about answering this question and building your project. However, there is an important distinction here. Your project must teach something unique about yourself, creation, and God. This is the work of every creator. Every human creator gives their unique perspective on themselves, creation, and God, and that's something that nobody else can replicate. That's something you can do that nobody else can do. You're not teaching absolute truth about yourself, creation, and God. You're giving your perspective. So you design your project with that in mind and solidify the importance of who you are as a unique person.